Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Before that, we will say thanks very much to our beloved lecturer, Mom Nadia Makmun, which guided us in this semester. I hope we are all in good condition. In this opportunity, we from first group, we will present a presentation about the application of grammar translation method in the teaching reading for junior high school. Here we are. Fitria Salsabila, Laila Maulidiyah, and Marsha Ikbaar Arafa. Check this out.
Well everyone, I'm Fitria Salsabila. Today I will explain the definition of grammar translation method. Grammar translation method, or GTM, is a teaching learning method that focuses on grammar and translation rules and is also a purpose grammar translation method. GTM is one of the methods commonly used as a method of learning foreign languages. The GTM was the dominant method used in Europe in the 19th century. Many researchers and linguists define that the grammar translation method is one of the methods applied in teaching foreign languages. With this method, students learn grammar rules and then apply those rules to translate sentences between the target language and their native language. In addition, experts state that the GTM is one of the most effective methods that can be used to read and translate sentences that show grammar rules to gain the ability to speak English as a second language. Thus, it can be concluded that the GTM is a teaching learning method that focuses on grammar and translation rules and is also a purpose grammar translation method. Next is principles of grammar translation method. Principally, the GTM focuses on translating grammatical forms, memorizing vocabulary, learning rules, and studying conjugations. Even though the method may be considered more as a technique rather a method to follow Anthony's term, in the sense that the method is not an overall plan of language teaching. The method also has principles regarding to language teaching. The principles of the GTM are these. The first is the procedure of teaching English is simply a combination of activities of teaching grammar and translation. The teaching begins with English rules, isolated vocabulary items, idioms, and translation. The teacher explains the rule in students' first language and then simple words are put into slots of grammatical rules. The grammar rules are memorized as units. The teachers provide the class with other words and the translation. The students then practice using the rules by using the words provided. The students are expected to be conscious of the grammatical rules of the target language. The texts to translate are usually easy classics. This type of text is used to have students practice understanding the literature of the target language. The students should memorize lists of words.
My name is Laila Maulidiyah and I will continue our presentation, and the material is the characteristic of GTM. Characteristic of GTM. Some characteristic of GTM as follows. First, literary language is superior to the spoken language. Second, translating each language into each other is an important goal for learners. Third, the authority in the classroom is the teacher. And next, speakers are not among the goals. Fifth, the primary skills to be improved are reading and writing. And last is, its focus is on accuracy and not fluency. And last is, its focus is on accuracy and not fluency. And the next material is advantages and disadvantages of GTM. The advantages of GTM. First, GTM does not necessarily need teaching media, such as LCD or computer. The language teaching does not need native speaker. Writing and reading are quite good, and then students will be able to comprehend the text. And in the target language, vocabulary is learned through direct translations from the mother tongue. And last is the phraseology of the target language is the quickly explained. Translation is the easiest way of explaining meaning or words and phrases from one language into another. And the next material about disadvantages of GTM. Some disadvantages of GTM. First, speech is neglected. The grammar translations method lays emphasis on reading and writing. It neglects speech. And the second one is students' pronunciation is not concerned in the class time. Classroom management is not a problem. Next, fluency in English is not required to language teacher. And the last is students are not expected to use language as means of communication.
My name is Marsha Ikbaar Arafa. I'm here want to continue our presentation. The next title is the implementation of reading teaching use grammar teaching method for junior high school students. Here I want to explain the lesson plan which teacher must to do. The first is the students in the class is reading the passage. As we enter the classroom, the class is in the middle of reading passage. The title that I give example here is Special City Yogyakarta. The second step is the students translate the passage from English to Indonesia. Each student is called on read a few lines from the passage. After finish reading, the teacher asks the student to translate a few lines that they just read into Indonesian, and the teacher help with the new vocabulary. The next step is the teacher asks students in their native language if they have any question. The example, a student asks one and the teacher is answer. Apakah ada yang ingin ditanyakan? And then the students answer, what is gudeg? And the teacher said, gudeg adalah makanan tradisional khas Jawa dengan bumbu gula merah. Fourth step is students write out the answer to reading comprehension question. Since there is no question anymore, the teacher asks to the students to write the answer in the end of the text. And at the first, they read it together or they answer it together, and the other number is they read by themselves. In addition, the teacher asks about their experience and their opinion. The teacher decides whether an answer is correct or not. If the answer is incorrect, the teacher selects a different students to supply the correct answer of the teacher, or the teacher herself give the right answer. Next is 6. Students translate a new word from English to Indonesian. Announcing the next activity, the teacher asks the students to turn over the page. There's a lot of words that taken from the passage that they read is known and unknown. Something is new for them and something is just review. If no one knows the meaning of the native language, the teacher should give the synonyms or antonyms. The seventh step is students learn that there are similarities between target language and native language. simple concert, culinary, special, object. That there's a word C in English is correspond with word B or S in Indonesia. Next step is the students are given a grammar rule for the use of the simple present tense. The teacher give the formula for the grammatical rules in simple present tense. And here there is a table that show about the changing in affirmative, negative, and interrogative. Ninth step is students apply a rule to example. After reading the rule and the example, the student is asked to search the simple present tense in that passage. The 10th step is students memorize vocabulary, and then the teacher asks students to make the sentence into English. 11th step is the teacher asks students to state the grammar rule, and this is the repetition of memorizing the grammar rule and the example. And next, the 12th step is students memorize about simple present tense. Here is the students memorize about the simple present tense. Conclusion: even grammar translation method is very traditional method. This method is widely used in English teaching in Indonesia, especially in beginner level of students that need suitable method in learning both of language. In the grammar translation classes, students can develop reading ability to a level where they can read literature in the target language and develop students' general mental of discipline. Enough until here our presentation today. Thanks for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.